Today we are going to see how to create a table view cell using XIB. So I have created a basic project named XIB table view, and let's get started. So we just need to create two files. One is XIB file and one is class file. Make sure you are selecting view file for creating XIB. So now that we have created these two files, and we are going to main storyboard, and we're going to create a table view here. And now creating outlet for this table view. And now we go to this XIB cell so that we create a basic cell for displaying the cells in the table view. So by default there is a view, so we need to have table view cell here. Once the table view cell is here, we can delete this file, delete that view. So here I'm just going to create a basic design with image and label. Now that we have set the constraints, so we need to give the cell class as whatever we have created here, so the class name should be the same. So XIB table cell. So before creating this, we need to create some basic structure for this. So this is the basic skeleton structure, so that it gets displayed in storyboard. If you don't have this extension to a UI table view cell, it won't be showing that in that XIB cell. So now it should show. Yeah. So now we are going to create an outlet for this. So we created the outlets. So we're going to go to this view controller, and so basically I'm going to use my snippet which I already stored. So you may wonder like how to create these kind of snippets. It's very simple. Just select the code which you which you need to make it as a snippet, and use this create code snippet so that you can use your custom code snippet. So in that way I've created already a snippet, and that's what used as a table view data source and delegate. So you all know that table view requires data source and delegate. So additionally what we need to do here is we need to register that particular cell as it was not there in particular table view. So in general table view should have the cell, that cell is dequeued by the data source. So that's what we are doing here. So not here. So we are trying to dequeue a cell which was there in our table view, but actually the table view doesn't have cell in the view itself. So what we have to do is we need to register the table view that this particular is a part of this table view. So that's what we are going to say. This line is very important. So I am using the nib. Nib generally we generally whenever we create XIB, it is termed as a UI nib. So we are going to use that constructor here. So I have created the nib name, I mean the file name. So whatever nib name, in the sense the file name which you created for the xib, that should come here. And bundle is now nil. So for this reuse identifier cell is whatever name you keep. So the same name, the name whatever you keep here, that the same name should be used here as well. So that is the concept. And we need to cast this class as whatever we have created now. So that the properties inside that particular cell will be available for us. So I have 10 lotus images, and I'm just going to use that. So all the lotus images I have mentioned, like I have updated the name as 1 2 3 up to 10. So the same logic I'm using here. So I'm converting the index path row. By default, index path row start from 0. So 0 plus 1, it starts from 1 up to 10, 10 rows. So for that I use the logic, and for name I'm just using the same logic as well. Okay, we are good to go now. So one thing is the asset is missing here. So already I have downloaded the images that I am going to use here. So I have named it as a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it would be taking that image from this logic. So I just run the app. So that we have displayed a table view cell using xib. So this image seems to be little not coming as a constant one. So for that, what we can do is go to table view cell and make the image as aspect fill, so that it fills all the spaces available over that particular size, that is 100 cross 100. So you may also face some kind of issues whenever you are going to update the xib. Let me explain that as well here, so that it would be useful for you in future. So in future, if you want to update the size of this top constraint, for example, let's say 30, and sometimes it gets updated, and sometimes if you try to update, no, it would be giving some error. Okay, so at that time we need to make sure that this particular view height and the top constraint and bottom constraint should be equal to the height of this view. Okay, so sometimes it would be getting automatically updated, but sometimes it won't get updated automatically. It will give some errors, like a constraint unable to satisfy y position, or height position. That kind of issues you may get. At that time, what you need to do is you need to calculate the height of this view and the top margin and bottom margin. Both all the three aspects you need to add it, and you would be getting one height. So that height needs to be the height of this view. So if we update that, then automatically that constraint issues will be went away. So you don't get that constraint issues anymore. So this is what about this xib cell. Thanks for watching, guys.